Okay, so this is the story about why I'm responsible for the Sooners losing the 2008 BCS game. This story, oddly enough, starts in Denver. I was working for this company, Campus Speak, doing an internship, and it was the College Speakers Agency. I did marketing for them. And the four interns and we all lived in this townhouse. It was Leanne, Thorne, and Jen. And Leanne was from Southern California. She's part of why I don't like California. And Thorne was from Natchitoches, Louisiana. I always pronounce it Natchitoches because it annoyed him. And he liked to go by Thorn Daddy because he said that was his stripper name. And then there was Jen, who was from North Carolina, or she was from New Jersey, but she went to school in North Carolina. And so, anyway, I didn't really talk to Leanne. Was fine. We got along fine. Thorne I didn't really get along with very well because he was this really little dude that he was bipolar, and he was really, but like you could watch his mood change. Like he'd go from get really excited and then he'd go upstairs and fall asleep. Anyway, he was also a handgun owner, so he'd get really excited and then he'd go on the down. So I didn't really like Thorne too well. And then Jen and I, we got along pretty well. We hung out. We were kind of the same because we were both wanting to go to graduate school, whereas they were just wanting to, I don't know what they were wanting to do with their lives. But we both went to graduate school, and then, so, when we finished working at Campus Speak, we were both leaving. She was going to Cincinnati to start a master's program in epidemiology, which is epidemics, and I was going to Missouri State to do a master's program in communication. And so, we both left, and then she finished her program in Cincinnati, went to Florida, and I finished at Missouri State and went to Oklahoma. So, and we both started our programs in 2008, and it was looking like Florida and Oklahoma were going to play in the chamber. It was looking like that was going to happen. And so I called her and I was like, hey, we haven't hung out in 2 years, and it looks like our teams are both going to be playing in the BCS game. So maybe we should go. And then it got to be Thanksgiving, and sure enough, that's what happened. Sam Bradford and Tim Tebow against each other in the BCS game. So I said we should go, and so we did. We got tickets. Tickets were like $560. It's insane. So we went to the game, and then I said, I haven't seen you in 2 years. Why don't I come down for New Year's Eve, and because it's a few days before, and we'll hang out for New Year's Eve and then go to the game. She said that's not a good plan. So I was in New Year's Eve in Gainesville, Florida. Who do you want to guess showed up?
Sam Bradford.
No. In Gainesville, Florida. Someone else. That was a good guess. Close.
Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow. St. Tebow shows up, right? St. Tebow shows up at our place we were at for New Year's Eve. And he's drinking water, of course. And he was flanked by 3 offensive linemen. So I'm sitting there texting all my friends, hey, I'm 10, 15 feet from Tim Tebow, what should I do? And they're all like, oh, you should break his leg. But I didn't break his leg because he had an offensive lineman, and he's Superman, and I don't have the skills to break people's legs. I could have probably bruised him a little bit, but I would end up in jail in Gainesville, Florida, hurting Tim Tebow when he was, when they were telling people to stop bothering him and getting autographs because he's not making the class. So anyway, like less than a week before the game, I see Tim Tebow. I could have broken his leg, but instead I didn't. So a week later, if you remember the game, in the second half, he takes over the game and wins. So that's why I'm responsible, because I could have broken his leg a week before, but I didn't. So that's why I'm responsible for the Sooners losing the 2008 BCS game. Okay, you can start recording.